big information coming in that one of the cops has been injured in this encounter. The Punjab police, like I mentioned time and again, have been putting their own lives at risk, are trying to chase those gangsters, those two shooters who are right now in a jeep right in front of them. The cops are chasing them. Those gangsters have weapons on them. They've been firing at the police, and in the midst of this, one cop has been injured in this encounter. This is the latest that we get. Shreya, over to you. A police officer, as expected, has been injured. What more do we know?
Well, that's the information that is trickling down, that one police officer in this live encounter has been injured. Unfortunate information that is coming in, but they are definitely risking their lives to carry out this operation successfully, and that's the reason we see they're not giving up. Because as we were talking, Nabila, that these two shooters, Manpreet Manu, Jagdeep Rupa, we're talking about, they are dreaded criminals. They have weapons and they do not fear anything. They definitely do not fear the law and order, and that's the reason we right now see that this cop who's a part of the Punjab police, who's actually tracking these two shooters, he's now been injured. This is the initial information that is coming in. We only hope that he is fine and this is not a major injury, but the operation is still under its way. We are yet to receive more information on the update on whether they have been able to at least track them completely, or they have been able to get out these two shooters. That's what the Punjab police is looking at. They're trying to make this a successful operation, and hopefully they should, given the fact that they had finally made a trace of Jagdeep Rupa and Manpreet Manu at the Attari border in Punjab.
All right, very unfortunate. We see one of the police officers has been encountered in this encounter. One of the police officers there injured at this point. This is the latest information that we get. Sidhu Moosewala's murderers, who are currently carrying with them some really sophisticated ammunition. They've been firing at the Punjab police, who've been chasing them. It's been over an hour now. The chase is on near the Attari border. Again, Shreya, to give us some clarity. Shreya, how many shooters were involved in the murder of Sidhu Moosewala? Could you give us some clarity on how many shooters were involved? And what we do know is that Punjab police have not had success in nabbing even one of them so far.
Well, absolutely, Nabila. 6 shooters were in total involved in the murder of Sidhu Moosewala. That included Priyavrat Fauji, that included Ankit Sirka, that included Sachin Bhiwani, and that included the other one, Kashish. So 4 of them were arrested by the Delhi Police Special Cell. The remaining 2 that we were talking about, who are yet to be arrested, is Jagdeep Rupa and Manpreet Manu. To break it down, the ones who've been arrested, there were 2 cars who were tracing Sidhu Moosewala and then attacked him. There was a Bolero, there was a Corolla. The Bolero module has been busted by Delhi police. All the 4 shooters who were part of it have been arrested. It's the other Corolla car that we're talking about. The shooters inside the Corolla car wasn't arrested. Those 2 shooters are the ones who are in that live encounter right now with Punjab police. That's Manpreet Manu and Jagdeep Rupa. As I had mentioned earlier, Manpreet Manu was the one who shot at Sidhu Moosewala first before anyone firing. That was a clear direction that was given by Goldie Brar to Manpreet Manu, that he'll be the one who would shoot at Sidhu Moosewala for the first time, and use his AK-47 to shoot at that Thar that Sidhu Moosewala was travelling in. And subsequently, we do know that he was then gunned down by these 6 shooters. 4 of them have been arrested by Special Cell, as I mentioned. 2 still on the run. Punjab police has finally successfully traced the 2, and the live operation is right now under its way. But we'll still have to wait for some time to get in an information that whether this has become a successful operation. But so far, the unfortunate incident that's come in is about a police officer from the Punjab police receiving an injury in between this live encounter.
Very, very tragic. One Punjab police is now injured in this encounter. Remember, we're seeing the chase that still continues. We got some of those visuals coming in from the Attari border, where the Punjab police literally rushed to the spot where they were said to be hiding post a tip-off. And soon after the chase began, those criminals have been shooting and firing at the Punjab police. In the melee, we hear one of the cops has been injured. He is right now wounded. And the police, of course, struggling to nab those 2 men But they've not given up. That's what's commendable at this point. The police, despite being met with gunshots fired by those criminals, those gangsters who are right now on the run in a black jeep, despite that, the Punjab police now have roped in more numbers to try and zero in and corner those sharpshooters. This will be a first headway if at all they manage to actually catch them. This will indeed be the first arrest of sharpshooters, the real men who killed Sidhu Moosewala. This will be a big headway in the investigation. Remember, there's been several requests made in the top court asking for the case to be handed over to CBI, but that hasn't been approved as yet. So the SIT probe is on. The state police is currently investigating this matter, and they're of course trying to prove their prove their merit. At this point, it's also difficult for the Punjab police because so far they've not had success. This chase, and if it is successful, if they are successful in clamping down those two gangsters who are on the run, then they will have something to boast of in this investigation. The Punjab police will have at least 2 arrests of sharpshooters, the real men behind Sidhu Moosewala's murder, for them to put on record. So far, it's been an investigation which has had no headway when it came to actual shooters who killed Sidhu Moosewala. They were absconding. They have had a great stint with escaping from the police for over a month. One should remember how dreaded these gangsters are, that at least over a month and more, these men have been evading the cops in different states. A lookout notice has been issued on many of them, but yet somehow they've managed to escape police from different states. Most of these gangsters who are linked to Lawrence Bishnoi come from many parts of North India. They are right now hiding in several parts of the country, at least 6 of the sharpshooters, 2 of them right now in that car which the police is chasing. But the remaining 4, we believe that they are hiding in different corners of the country. So the police now, it's an uphill task for them to reach out to the other 4, but they have 2 in focus right now. 2 of them right ahead of them in a black jeep that the police is trying to chase down. They're trying to catch those 2 shooters who are right now armed with weapons themselves. They could turn around any minute. If at all the police close in on them, they are capable enough to gun down the police officers. They have such sophisticated ammunitions and weapons with them that they're managing to escape so long. It's been an hour and more since the chase is on, and those gangsters are very clearly smart enough to escape from that spot by firing at those police officers. They know very well that they have the strength, they have the ammunition, so they're literally targeting the police while the police comes close to them. It's a very close shave for the police officers. 1 cop has also been injured in this encounter. The police desperately trying to reach out to them, but it's certainly not going to be easy, as they also fear for their own lives. Remember, the police themselves are worried of the weapons that those gangsters have. So it's going to be hard for them to go very close to that vehicle. But yet, at the same time, they've got to use strategy and a plan to ensure that these men are cornered. And even if they do shoot, then the police are not target. Of course, visuals that we bring to you here shows a quick glimpse into the kind of chase that's currently on, even as we speak this minute.